once again. Let's get right to it, because there's nothing worse than not going fast. Today's adventure is a Sonic one. Perhaps not a Sonic adventure, though. Now, obviously, I'm guessing a bunch of people know about this game, but maybe you don't. It's Sonic Generations, a game made for Sonic's 20th anniversary back in 2011. It's been a while, huh? It's a game that it was the first time to bring back the design known as Classic Sonic, the shorter and rounder version on the left, representing the... Oh yeah, game's probably quiet because the last thing I was playing was loud as hell, so... I'm going to be doing a new game for this. I don't really care about my save data. I was never that good at this. So, Sega had a tendency to just kind of fucking start in these. So we're going to be playing as Classic Sonic. Classic Sonic plays entirely in 2D. And plays as, like, a good enough visually imitation of the old games. There's a bunch of ways that people can probably get on its ass about the physics and things, but also they'll give the spin dash and one button and it's stupid fast, so you can kind of ignore a lot of that by just doing this. And the level design's fun, so like, yeah, it's pretty good. It's Sonic. You run, you jump, you roll, you do all that sorts of stuff. And the idea of bringing back Classic Sonic was actually a very, like, popular thing among the fans at the time. Because ever since Sonic 06, I mean, obviously Sonic fans were having issues with the 3D games up to that. But at that point, it started to become, people started to like, nitpick and poke at really everything about this whole 3D Sonic idea. Yeah, to the point where people will kind of think maybe even his design changes were a mistake. Which I don't agree, by the way. I think, like, the generally common design for our current Hedgehog is very, very good. It's a really good character design. It works as it does. It's part of the reason why, like, whenever they try to redesign it, whether for, like, Sonic Boom or the movies, it always kind of comes kind of bad because it doesn't need changing. It's just a good-ass design. And, like, it's also worth noting, like, it's not even that there's, like, saying there's one classic Sonic is also a little misleading. Like, this one has a lot in common with, like, how Sonic's official art worked in Sonic 1, and with elements of both, like, the Japanese official art and the American. But by the time you get to, like, Sonic 2 and 3, even, he's already changed a good amount from that. And I think if you get right down to that, the transition to the Adventure 1 designs, and then the more modern ones after that, it generally feels like a surprisingly smooth transition, so... Wow, this pre-rendered video is at a hilarious resolution. I'm gonna be honest, I probably won't watch every cutscene. Because I don't care, and this game barely has a story, to be perfectly frank. So yeah, Sonic and all his friends were celebrating Sonic's birthday, which, since we don't really know about Sonic's age, we're just gonna kind of brush over that. And now, here's modern Sonic take on the same area. They start with question mark. It's fucking Green Hill. We know what Green Hill is. We're not stupid, Sega. So, modern Sonic will shift between 3D and 2D. It's most like Unleashed. Also sort of like Colors for those who've played that. You can boost. In 3D, you can drift. You got a sort of quick step, side step for... You got grind rails. Yeah, Sonic's age hasn't really changed, with the exception of the fact that, the official Japanese website no longer lists actual ages for the characters at all. And if you look at Iizuka's a sort of like multi-question interview about Sonic Frontiers, there's a kind of a rapid-fire question sort of thing. There was a question about Sonic's age, and officially the answer he gave was, Sonic is a teenager. So I think we might be going to something more vague in the future. That or something really insane is going to happen in Frontiers. I don't know which. Honestly, I'm fine with it kind of being on the vague side. Like, yeah, it's like Sonic's a teenager, Tails is like kind of a kid, Knuckles is about Sonic's age, Amy is a little bit younger than Sonic, but maybe not make her 12 because that's like just... It's a little simpler to roll that way. there's probably a lot of flashy things going on in gameplay that I could do a better job of explaining, but it's Sonic. You just gotta play it by feel a lot once you know what's going on, you know? And slide under stuff, homing attack across stuff, you know. You do Sonic things. So, shifts back to 3D. Always something that's kind of neat about these games, and Unleashed and Generations heads are a little like, kinder about there actually being 3D segments. Colors and Forces lean a bit harder on 2D stuff for better and for worse. I mean, it's fine in Colors, probably for worse in Forces, but there's a lot of issues with that game, so. Adventure versus Boost? You kidding? We're gonna have Adventure versus Boost versus Frontiers. There's a new friend in the fight. So anyway. Right, he should be a perfect middle ground mix between classic Adventure era and Boost gameplay. And the controls should be... the camera should be good, by the way. Hi, Tails. You're not dead. Actually, you might be dead because we can't hear you. I don't care.
Is it me, or is that place we were just in awfully familiar?
What? No.
Not to me. This place looks like something sucked all the life and color out of it.
Not to me. You know what? That's fair, Tails. You were not in Sonic 1. Alright, cool. That's Green Hill. Oh yeah, this game has red rings in it. I don't know where the fuck any of them are. Don't expect me to find them, because these levels are big. You can switch between two Sonics in this overworld. It is not that helpful, but you can. In fact, there's nothing much to do in it right now other than play stages. I'll do it in 1 to 2 order. Switch to Classic Sonic here. Oh, that's exciting, yeah. So yeah, onward to Chemical Plant from Sonic 2. Classic level, of course. Common pick for like crossover stuff. It is iconic, but after a few, it starts to get a little long in the tooth. Like, I understand not getting Green Hill, because legally you probably can't if you're doing a big Sonic crossover, but I think Sonic 2 could use a little variety. You know? But, other than that, you'll notice this game's music is kind of interesting in that the classic Sonic tracks, especially in the zones from the classic games, will have pretty faithful oh, the thing about Perfect Middle Ground, that's a meme from a video I like. Don't overthink that. Can I go back up this? I kind of want to take a different path. No, I think I'll just go then. Hit the button. Alright, good. Yeah. As usual, I missed a stupid jump, and now I'm gonna have to be underwater. That's how Chemical Plant always works. Yeah, I'm not... Alright. Now I'm gonna get this red ring just so I don't have to do it ever again in my life. If I can, anyway. There we go. Yeah, there's a lot of issues with searching with the red rings in this game, but one of them is that it doesn't tell you which ones in a level you've gotten. Like, if you have some of them, it'll always point it as 1, 2, 3, but that's not... when in the other games with red rings, it'll tell you, like, the order. It'll say, oh, you've gotten the first one, the third one, and the fifth one, or something. Much more useful. But also, red rings, this game's ranking system doesn't involve score, so they don't matter very much. I guess there's some weird unlockables for it, but I don't care. I just don't. It's fun to more fun to just beat these levels. Also, the ones you've already gotten don't remain as, like, grayed out red rings in the level. Yeah, artworks. I don't need those. Now, Chemical Plant Act 2. This stage is kind of funny, because I'm going to try a shortcut near the start that might kill me. But it's really cool if you get it right. I'll try it a few times. But okay, so I think you do... left track here. Yeah, that's the one. Then what you want, hit that, boom, boom. Oh, see, yeah. See, I already fucked that up. Yeah, this game's ranking system is mostly timed. Rings are also nice, but you don't necessarily need it if you're fast enough, and then a perfect bonus to get you at S, to get you the S rank. I'm gonna try this one more time, but oh, no. By the way, if you hit start over, that doesn't count as a death, but it does cost a life. Yeah, so I'm not gonna bother with that path. It's a pain to hit. It is probably the biggest shortcut of the starting area, though. I'll just head it. I'll just take it straight. I actually really love this remix of Chemical Plant. I want to hit the higher ramp. You know what? I'm going to try and hit that higher ramp. Incomplete list of chemical and appearances. All those if you skip Sonic Mania? Come on. It is an incomplete list, I guess. But yeah. You really want to try and take some tight turns. I wanted to hit this trick ramp. You get a fun little shortcut here. It doesn't really lead anywhere that different, but... Oh, except for this red ring that I missed. Don't even worry about it. But yeah, basically if I had nailed that other shortcut, it would have basically skipped exactly to here. I might mess with the volume setting. I almost want the music to be a bit louder because I'm like that. Alright. Like many Sonic games, in this 2D section, if you take upper pass, you can a lot of times just go way faster, as long as you know when to make some jumps and things and avoid falling. Oops. Oh well. Like there. If I had jumped there, I'd be going way faster instead of plunging down into this depressing-ass hole around. Oops. Well, I probably would have made it without the, without needing that, but whatever. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, generally, like, while there's obviously going to be platforming all over, this is, in some senses, a platformer. But usually modern Sonic has you moving, like, way more smoothly forward. I say that in a very straightforward platform set. Shut up. I want you blasting through things at high speed, while Classic is a little more measured. Interesting thing so far. Oh, camera? Yeah, the camera's supposed to go behind you there. Sometimes it doesn't. Anyway, yeah, hit the stop rail. Anyway, a funny thing about it is, from some Sonic Frontiers footage, there's a cyberspace stage in that is actually based on this level's layout, and it is also Chemical Plant, so it's largely a remake, except it's only the 3D segments. It's none of the cyberspace stages in Frontiers have switched between, have actually alternated between 2D and 3D, like these levels do. Always just been one or the other, and most of them we've seen so far have been 3D. Interesting choice to me. So, that's Chemical Plant. Amy's alive. Good for her.
Wonderful.
Cool. Yeah, you can buy funny skills. There's some really funny skills, so, I mean, I can go face off that, but I want to know where to find this. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Because... Yeah, these... But yeah, basically just a bunch of little upgrade things. Speed up... It takes 5 years to have more than 30 minutes worth of 3D... Yeah, that's kind of the entire issue with these, isn't it? Now, anyway, I'm not picking up one of these. I'm probably not going to pick up skills with the exception of there's one specific one I want to find, which is really funny. Which what it does is that it's only for modern Sonic, and what it does is that it makes him, it gives him infinite boost, but makes his ring counter fixed at 0. Which means you can go really, really fast, but everything kills you if it touches you. It's really, really funny. Arguably funniest way to play the game. Anyway, what's after Sonic 2? Well, Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Yeah, they're counting them as one game this time to make it a little easier on themselves. Hello? May I game? Do I have to watch this, or... hello, my controller gave up. Wow, a lot of things are happening right now. Well, let's try this again. It's like a speedrun marathon. This has never happened before. Okay. Oh, Machado, did you steal my controls? He would. Dick. Alright, let's try this again. Hopefully nothing like that will happen ever again. Hit the button. Alright, we're playing the game now. Weird. But yeah, as you can see, right away they make classic Sonic jump around more. Because, you know, platforming, yeah. Oh. Yeah, we're fine. This level back in Sonic 3 and Knuckles had a very vertical bent, and it was all about like basically climbing to higher areas. This one, then you go like left and right across the whole thing. This retains some of that, but not quite all of it, I think. You do get more room horizontally. That's a cute use of this game actually being 3D, having the item boxes move into the line where you're actually playing the game. Oh, I could just land on this. Can I? Why would you give me speed shoes here? Still got these teleporters, though. As much as you can say about these, like, this game's physics and all, not quite nailing classic Sonic, but the level design is quite good in most places. It's... So... There's a lot of fun to be had just with that. I feel like that's frequently more important than whatever you can say about the physics or whatever. I mean, you wouldn't know that listening to Sonic fans, but for the rest of us... but Keegan, you're a Sonic fan. Shut up a sec. Hey. Okay, for some reason I wasn't jumping there. But yeah, as it turns out... I totally forgot that they added this in there. Like that Marble Garden gimmick, even though... Oh, it's in, Sky Sanctuary. Oh, I didn't get up there. Oh. Mostly neat because the idea of, like, remaking one old zone, but then, you know, bringing in stuff from another old zone. Feels like it was done a ton in Mania, so it's neat to see it happen a little here first. Because there isn't a lot of it in this game. Usually it's a little more directly based on what was originally there. But, at any rate, yeah. Strangely enough, I think, unless it's completely uncontrollable, like, as long as the controls are good enough to make the levels fun, it's not always the most important thing in the world that they be a perfect middle ground mix between whatever and whatever. Not that I wouldn't like them to have a few more... Like, I can want them to have whatever, but, you know. Good to have a little fucking perspective on things. Sonic fans famously known for having perspective that understands a lot of things, right? And... Oh, she is Okay, thank God. Thank you, Cloud, for being a little bigger than it looked. Keep up climbing these. Hey, I'm on one of the tracks to get one of those. Alright. Yeah, exactly. They're what they need to be for this game. Hey, man, they clearly designed the levels knowing what they needed to be. Knowing what they were. So with that done, now we need Modern Sonic's version of this stage, which is really cool in my opinion. This is one of the... Because, like, Green Hill, like, Modern Sonic's Green Hill in this game always feels a little too basic because it's the first level, but starting with Chemical Plant, and especially this stage, they kind of amp it up, make them bigger, more interesting. So let's go fast. Man, grind rails are cool. They should be in every game. Oops. Good? Yeah, we're good. Really? If you say so. It's neat just keeping an eye out for, like, different paths like this. Feels good, feels organic. Hey, pick up the thing. Yeah, I'm not going out of my way to find them, but it'll feel weird if I don't grab it, if it's right there, you know? Oops. How the hell was I facing that way? There's a couple oddities with this game's controls I can't always explain, but I'm not going to think about it too hard, you know? It's usually stuff that comes from, like, the game, you know, being in a 3D engine even though it's 2D. The way the characters turn around or don't is sometimes a little different from what you might expect. No, I hit the lower ring, I want the upper one. Yeah, spinning disc-looking platforms. It's, you know, it's not a ton to commentate on when I'm going by it so fast, but, you know, it's just fun to talk about Sonic. I happen to enjoy Sonic a little bit. You might not have figured that out, but it's true. It's something I partake in from time to time. Oh, I didn't know that would put me down there. Oh well. This part is funny because theoretically you can react too fast to the quick steps and die for it. Sonic game just not expect you to be that good at video games. Here you have to try and get to a shortcut before we close it off. I'm bad at video games, so I don't, but... Oh, damn it. See, that's what happens. Sometimes the character is just not facing the right way. They don't turn around, I think, as consistently as they would in a 2D game. Ultimately, a minor issue with what I consider to be a pretty darn fun game. Oh, okay. Guess that's fine. Luckily, it was just a short setback, didn't fucking kill me for it. Sky Sanctuary. Fittingly, it ends with a view of the Death Egg, which is where the boss of this area takes place, because it's the Sonic 2 final boss. But we can't just go straight to the boss just yet. The game, at some point, Sonic Team realized, wait a second, this game's gonna be really short if we just make you do the levels. Which I assume happens at some point in the development of literally every 3D Sonic game. Fittingly, you find Knuckles here. So white and creepy. And see, you zoom out here, and there's now challenge acts for each zone. There's different kinds of them. And as far as I'm, it'll actually show me if I try and move forward right here what I need to open the. Need to find 3 boss gate keys. You get them by clearing 1 challenge act in either Act 1 or Act 2. So that's just one for each zone, which means they're not hard to come by. But I might do more than the required number of missions because some of them are kind of interesting. See, ones with these grayed out Sonic though. These are not that interesting. These are doppelganger missions, which means a doppelganger mission means that what you do is that you do the level, but you're racing a doppelganger, but it's slower than you enough that it doesn't really matter and you're just doing the level again. I don't want to do that. The ones with a friend on them will have someone who helps us out. So we're going to race Knuckles, and there will also be giant enemies. And we've got a remix of Supersonic Racing, which means this game is a good game. Hello? Hi. Did the vocal just go introducing Sega Saturn? That's raw. And yeah, S ranks on these missions are purely time. Which, I mean, they might as well be anyway, but here they really are. Yeah, it's the Sonic Adventure 1 speed sheet music. Oh, I have to bounce on this guy to get up there. Alright. So is this fast enough to get the S rank? Let's see. Nearing the end, but only 20 seconds left. Almost there. I want to try and go for the S rank. Shouldn't be too hard. It's a Sega Saturn promo video, huh? That's pretty neat. Let me try and take this a little bit quicker. Knuckles is not a problem, but I do want to try and get that S rank just because it makes me feel good about myself. Honestly, when it comes to ranks in 3D Sonic games, I much prefer when they're like based on score than when they're based on like just time. It's just more interesting to me, like, because when it's time, it's just like you just optimize it more and more for one thing. But it's cool having to like balance things like destroying enemies, getting rings, and going fast. Just feels more varied. That's just how I see it, though. It's weird how the first time they did a ranking system in a 3D Sonic game was in Sonic Adventure 2, and it's still like the best at it. I think it's still like one of the best, along with like Colors. I think both of them have really good focus on like actual scoring. So, excuse me a moment. Yeah, there we go. So you end up having to do a good amount of different things. Don't need to try again. So now I can ring this bell. Try and grab something. That also unlocks the key. So I have to go, get it. Yeah, I feel like the Sonic games in this era, like, when they were making all these sorts of challenge acts and things, they were really trying to balance, like, how much they would, make you do. Let's Swing Set Circus. I'm gonna look around at a few more of these. High Speed Challenge. Speed Shoes. Going fast? Sure. Because, like, Sonic Colors, like, it had a bunch of challenge acts that were basically just billed as regular levels. Like, every zone just had acts 1 through 6. But some of them were like full-length Sonic-y levels, others were like shorter and focused around a single gimmick. Like some people complained about that, other people are... I'm mostly fine with it unless the gimmick sucks, like those weird moving spring platforms that no one's liked ever. But other than that, like, Sonic Colors was alright about it. Then, plus it also had some extra unlockable acts thanks to Game Lander and the Sonic Simulator thing. So it did still have some optional ones. This game moved away from making them mandatory. They make you do one challenge exactly, and then, or one per level exactly, and you can just kind of move forward. Unleashed was pretty funny about it, because the game's main progression gate was the Sun and Moon medals that you could find in each level, and as well as in various optional levels and missions. But getting to the last normal day level of the game just required a way bigger number than like anything else in the game for no reason. So like 75% of people like progressing through the game would just hit a fucking wall there and be sent back to find shit, which is really funny to me. Give me that. Ooh boy, Sonic 4 music. Yeah, and then, I mean, granted, the levels in Sonic Forces themselves were also very short, but yeah, it didn't make you do any of it, and then everyone's like, oh, the game's over in 3 hours. Like, the game does have... Sonic Forces has a whole host of, like, 15, 20 challenge levels. I mean, it's lower than that, but there's a good chunk of them. Anyway, let's switch to a modern and fish around a few of these before we move on. Another race. This time, you got a fucking plane? Why do you get a plane? That's cheating. Tails gets a fucking plane and I have to fucking hoof it. Alright, let's do a little better start than that. But yeah, might be hard. Might be, as you can guess, like all these are like based on the main level, but with various objects and things moved around, certain areas is blocked off, making them into a different experience. Because as it turns out, it takes a hell of a lot of time to model these giant areas, and then you speed through them in a few minutes. So they're going to try to make the most out of them as best they can. I mean, hell, that's what the entirety of the Werehog in Sonic Unleashed was for. You know, the funny thing about the Werehog is, I've been thinking about it, like, its combat is alright. Like, as someone who's played, like, the first God of War recently, which it is blatantly and obviously based off of, I can tell the things that it got right that Unleashed got wrong, like the way certain things like the quick time events and finishers work, enemy design is just less good, but a lot of the issues with the Werehog isn't the combat itself, it's just the pacing of everything. Like, obviously the levels are too long, but there's more to it than that. Like, individual combat encounters tend to feel too long, and frequently with a bunch of, like, very weak enemies that just kind of waste their time. And then, like... So, you know how people make fun of or otherwise just shit on the, Oh, this sounds fun. They just kind of shit on the whole combat music thing, the battle theme in Sonic Unleashed. That's something else. Also, that boost gauge is hilariously long. Look at that. Hey, you know, getting hit with the freaking jazz attack every time you encounter an enemy. Well, the thing about it is, I mean, that song's not awful, but the thing that makes it such an issue is a few things. One is that, it plays for every single combat in the game, which, I mean, even like, if you look at like Devil May Cry 1 or 3 or whatever or something, it'll change the battle theme partway through the game at some point. Second, the way the song, there's a really specific issue with the way the song fades out, and that when battle ends, the song will fade out, but it fades out slowly for a really long time. But then, what do you think happens if, while it's fading out, you get into another fight? Well, does it unfade the song? I've seen some games do that. It fades the song back in and continues. That would be nice, but, no. It doesn't do that. It fades the song out entirely, that long fade, and then just starts it again. It's actually, like, ridiculously bad. The sound design really shouldn't be that terrible. And it's like things like that that make it so annoying. Combined with the fact that they will even make it play for, like, running into, like, one enemy. Oh, by the way, another little thing in this game doesn't really bother telling you is that, You also gotta do these fights. The rival fights. To get all the emeralds. And you need all the emeralds to beat the game. You get most of them from just beating bosses, though. I always forget how you get the 7th one, though. Because theoretically, shouldn't there only be 6 bosses? Yeah, we'll see what happens. Anyway, this rival fight and then this rival fight actually does have a unique area it takes place in. Good old Stardust Speedway Bad Future. There's an oddity about Metal Sonic's design in this game. I feel like they kind of made him more like a little shorter and rounder to match up with classic Sonics, but like in the original like Sonic CD, Metal Sonic was actually just a little slimmer and sleeker than Sonic, so it looks kind of weird that they made him like that in this. A lot of Sonic fans like really complain about it because they really complain about everything, but also I forgot how to do this fight. Right, you just jump that. But I don't think it's a big deal. I just think it's an odd choice that like I feel like they're specifically emphasizing that he's classic Metal Sonic, even though Metal Sonic never really changed how he looks. Oh, that's what that does. God, that getting hit animation is really funny. It really does look like you're just getting hit by a fucking car. Oh yeah, and you do just attack him out of that, okay. Just run him the fuck over. Right. Obviously you gotta watch this. I think. Or can you just hit them back or something? I don't remember. Get run over, idiot. Alright, he's mad now. I always forget, do I just hit him out of this too? Nope. Alright. Well, you do at the end. And... get that shit out of here! Also, one thing you might notice about the this hub world, the music changes in it, but it does so like in time with the music. It's very dynamic. You can hear it doing the chemical plant melody here. But then if I go over here to where Metal Sonic is, I get Stardust Speedway. It does that across the game, which I think is neat. What's the Tails thing here? Right, some of these missions have a character show up not to race against them, but instead as a little assist. I totally forgot this game had a remix of Balloon Park. Yeah, use this to fly on Tails and drop off. And these are just like neat little challenges made for the sake of showcasing the abilities in the game. Some people don't like these much, but like as like some extra things to do, I think it's kind of neat. It works. Sonic Frontiers does, as of now, seem like it's dropping them, unless there's some cyberspace stages that turn out like that, but I don't think they will. But as it is. In this game, since it's a way to get like lots of different characters involved, even though only Sonics are playable. Okay. Gee, I sure hope it didn't expect me to land on that. Okay, it doesn't look like it. It's just like... oh, no, you don't. I've never actually done this mission. I actually barely did. I did like the bare minimum of missions back when I first got this game. Which, funny thing by the way, the first version of this game I played, I actually had it on a Xbox 360, and I got it at a midnight launch. And you may be asking, why the hell did Sonic Generations have midnight launch? And the answer is it didn't. But whatever new Assassin's Creed game came out that year did, and it came out on the same day, so they just let me walk in and buy it then, which is pretty funny. Oh god, jeez. Oh, hey, Toxic Caves. That's a good song. Which one's this? That's just, let's see, switches. I'll grab the key while I'm here. These, Aqua Shield. That means a lot of water. Let's try the switches one. I want to try out kind of a variety of these, see what they're like. Take it a little more like casually, chilly through this game than just trying to beat it fast. Honestly, even with doing that, I might still be able to beat this in one stream. It's not a long game by any means. But yeah, the theme here is press buttons. The time for thinking is over. It's time to press buttons. Oh, that gets this moving, alright. Now, let's do this. Nice jump. Or a nice bounce, rather. Sometimes things work out. Yeah, jeez. Dick. That'll let me through. Oop. Oh, that was depressing. Oh, hey, it doesn't actually instantly... At least crushing doesn't instantly kill you in this. For whatever reason. Thank you very much. Sonic team of 2010, 2011 when you were developing this? I like how this classic version of the song is basically just the original song, but with a couple, like, extra synth accompaniment during the chorus and some different percussion. And even then, some different percussion. It's still got, like, the Sonic 1 drums hanging out there. Just also mixed with some higher quality ones. Hopefully I can actually get this S rank. I don't want to redo this level. Really? Why are you like this? And why do I have to bring it up? Well. Alright. I think that means I gotta go around. Yeah. Everything's moving now. Moving and grooving. Ah, damn it. Oh, ends right here. Good. See, we're good. Everything's fine. No problem. And that's a fun thing about Sonic's Japanese voice. He always says a bunch of little things in English. It sounds cool. Lots of, okay? Hey, no problem. That kind of stuff. Also, once in Sonic X, he just goes, shit! Which is really, really funny. What's this ring challenge? One ring? That just sounds frustrating. Doppelganger, that's just a level. Oh, what's Amy got to say here? Alright. Can do a big jump. Thank you. Oh. There's a timer to it, it seems. That's neat. Damn it. Jump. Alright, here we go. Alright. These do get a little repetitive sometimes, like, when it's like, okay, we have one gimmick and you can do it in one way. One more to go. Oh. Thought it was gonna keep... There we go. Luckily, though, I think if they know they don't have a ton to do with it, they'll make it a bit shorter. Well, you're gonna have to be more specific than that. That's what, 7 different songs when you say Palm Tree Panic? Is there anything else around here? This is a weirdly... Yeah, just gotta say Sonic. Just so you know that Sonic's involved. That's kind of annoying. What are the enemies looking like here? Grappling with grabbers, huh? Let's get grabby. You know, because my dad is my dad, so I never know when he's like fucking with me when he tells me something. But he tells me sometimes that he knew of like a law firm that was literally named the law firm of Titsworth and Grabby. I think that's a good story to tell your kids, you know. Alright. Didn't expect to bounce like that, but I'll take it. What the hell is making that kind of noise? Oh, no. Why are you facing that way? No. Oh, right there. Alright. Nice quick level. That's enough of Chemical Plant. Let's see what the missions are like. Take down in Oh, guess I'm not getting that bell anytime soon. See what they're like over here. I was gonna keep making that noise, isn't it? Oh well. What's the shoe here? Warp points, huh? Ooh, nighttime. That's cool looking. Nothing personnel, kid. Look. Alright. Am I supposed to go this way? That's probably a no. Oh wait, no. This is progress. It just looked very familiar, so I was confused. Really, just fucking roll for it, dude. It's fine. Alright. Oh, these are rotating around too. That's kind of interesting. And, alright. You succeeded. Oh, Amy's here for classes too. Oh, this one's the race, alright. Oh god, this is the top race. Well, we'll see how that goes. That's how races work. Oh my god, she's just fucking spinning. Okay, but the Sonic Battle remix kind of goes. I kind of wish I could just jump off this thing, but they'll probably make you stay on. I feel like the physics on this are not as reliable as the ones in Sonic 3. More importantly, you can't just hit the ground and go 80 miles an hour like you can in that one. Yeah, there's some oddities in the way it slows down and speeds up. get on the thing. It might actually be challenging. Though perhaps not for the right reasons. Well, I think the fact that you can body block her is really funny. But at least the voice clips like fade out depending on her distance. It's not like in Sonic Adventure where you're racing Sonic as Tails and just like, hey Tails, come on Tails, like constantly at full volume in your ear. What a funny game. Oh damn, I didn't even get the S rank on that one. At least I'm pretty sure you'd probably have to lose before getting that A rank, so. Before losing that A rank, rather. Hey! Nope. Ooh, Sonic Boom, good song. And now, before I check out a few more of those, I've never played this was originally DLC, but nowadays, at least on PC, it's included. Now, apparently all it really wants from me is a high score, but I might as well try it. I've never done it before. Kind of wish they'd made like an actual Casino Night level or just actual level DLC for this game in general, but honestly, I'm not surprised they did. Oh man, that's tilt rules? Fuck off. I didn't even notice what these controls were. Okay, apparently there's some sort of weird boost thing. I don't know what happens in this minigame. I've never played it in my life. Guess you can pick up chips for stuff? I'm also not good at real pinball. Which is an important second thing to consider. Hey, controller? Oh dear lord, it's happening again. Huh, and then it came back. Except now the start is flipping things. Someone explain what's wrong with my controller. So I'm gonna try and lose this, see if it'll let me out. Alright, so that lets me out. Oh no, that... Huh? How am I having controller issues with this in particular? I've never had them before.
Sega.
Hey. There we go. So let's not do that this time. And hope the game doesn't yell at me about it. See if there's any other fun Sky Sanctuary missions. And, you know, actually grab this key. I mean, I could do that, but I kind of want to mess around here a little more. Ring time. What is ring time? Alright, what's ring time? Oh, is it just... Guess it just destroys enemies and turns them into rings? And makes Knuckles Chaotix music play? Man, Knuckles Chaotix has a good soundtrack. Really stylish game. Probably should never play it, but... It's a neat game. Okay, you should play it, but you probably shouldn't try and beat it. The thing about Knuckles Chaotix is that, like, the entire gimmick is actually really fun to fuck with. For, like... roughly the like third of the game's total runtime. Everything in it is just way too fucking long. Oh, I have enough rings. I can just fucking go. Honestly, I can argue even if Chaotix was like 2 acts per zone, and like I could probably recommend someone play it. It's, like I said, it's fun to fuck around with. Just entirely too long. It gets so repetitive by the end. It's like they really wanted to make you sure you got your money's worth for buying a fucking 32X. But the truth is that you didn't, because you bought a 32X. Alright, let's try and do this faster. Reminds me of like those like old news group posts talking about like some of the first impressions of Sonic 3 and how a lot of them were talking about how Sonic CD was a disappointment. And like, personally, I really like Sonic CD, but I think there's a difference in like liking Sonic CD now versus like because when I first played it, I played the old PC version, picked it up in like a Walmart as part of a pack of Sonic PC releases, along with like PC version of Sonic R and that old PC port of Sonic and Knuckles of Sonic 3 and Knuckles with all the MIDI files for the music. Because it's funny, but there's a difference between getting Sonic CD that way versus, say, getting Sonic CD after buying a fucking Sega CD. You might have higher expectations after you spend that kind of money. You get me? Jesus Christ, how long is this level? Oh, it ends right there. You know, I think I can nail this. I think I'm just supposed to use ring time when it says to use ring time. It's really funny that it's called ring time, though. I almost thought it would be a time slow, like what, witch time? Is that what we're doing? But no. Honestly, I probably don't have to stop and even collect the rings from the guys. Not too many of them, anyway. Stage has plenty. It's mostly just good for clearing out the enemies without having to deal with them, because there's a lot. Oh, the other thing I can say positive about Knuckles Chaotix, absolutely hilarious co-op game. Good? Maybe not. But hilarious. Encourages idiocy. Honestly, I think there need to be more mods to just put the Knuckles Chaotix like tether system in other Sonic games. I would rather just like play the Sonic Mania levels with that than like actually play Knuckles Chaotix. Like, would shit break? Of course it would break. That's the entire reason to play Knuckles Chaotix. Someone should mod it so that when you play, like, Encore mode, it just does that. I think that would be really funny. I wouldn't be surprised if someone has, but if they haven't, well, there's an idea for you. Alright, that's some more reasonable clear. Ring time. Hey, get back here. Oi. Whatever. What are the modern missions that you're going? Oh, Knuckles is here again. What you got to do? Let's do some digging, folks.
I'll handle the treasure hunting. Press the Y button when you need me.
Why would we do that?
Leave it to me.
Where the fuck is this song from again? It's from Saturn 3D Blast. I never fucking remember. It sounds very like Saturn-y, but give me your shit, dude. Alright. Knuckles token. Yeah, you know. The tokens for Knuckles. Funny thing is, I'm noticing the sound for picking them up is the, oh, okay. It's the same sound effect used to when you collect, medals and, the Sun and Moon medals in Sonic Unleashed, which I think is pretty funny. So, what's over here? Oh, okay. Sure hope this will put me closer to the one I want and not farther. Oh. You can't go across there. Interesting thing to learn. Yeah, see, like, even though I've beaten this game like multiple times and played all like the main levels, these missions are mostly new to me, which I think is kind of interesting. I might end up doing less as I get further into the stream, depending how tired I am, but for now, I'm enjoying them. Whatever, out of the way. Yep. Not what I wanted, but guess I'm not getting that extra time. Right here. No, maybe I'll just take this path. Oh, jeez. Individual ones everywhere, but I better... I don't know how many medals there are, if there's just the right amount, or if there's way more, or whatever. Is there one here? Yeah. You dig up that, and I can grab this. It was right here, dude. What the fuck? Oh, because you can't dig on the clear part. Alright, that actually kind of makes sense. What makes you think I needed that? Give me a little time. That was not a jump. One medal short. If I can get this. I can... And now, let's fucking leave. Leaving. Later. I am now filled up on Knuckles. Oh, this part of Sky Sanctuary too? Hey, it's those things from, fucking... Not Pumpkin Hill. What's Pumpkin Hill's friend? Skyrail. It's really funny that Skyrail takes place in Pumpkin Hill. Like, same location, just... It's during the daytime, so it's no longer spooky, and also Shadows and Edgelord, so there isn't terrible rap, and there's just music that was meant for a Sonic stage, but is in a Shadow stage instead. Oh, I'm out of boost, aren't I? Thought rings would give me it, huh? I guess that's the gimmick here, that you have a big boost meter, but it doesn't actually refill. Go in the direction I'm facing, you doofus. It's just a weird setup level in general, it feels like. Okay, now don't hit the rail, yes. That'll help. Home in on the guy, please. Oh, hey. Stupid missile. Leave me alone! Sure hope this is near the end of the level, or I'm gonna be depressed. Alright, it's right there. Dude, wait, where the fuck am I going? Huh? Wait, what? I think the game just kind of screwed me? Huh. Maybe there's something obvious I'm missing there. I'm gonna do this every time, aren't I? At least it's funny. There we go. Yes! So you could just make that. That rules. So even without the time save, I'm still ahead of my previous attempt. So let's figure out what the hell's going on. Oh, huh. Wonder why I was just, what the hell I was just hitting then. Alright. Well, I think that's enough screwing around. Let's just try and catch this song. Oh, hey, Sweet Mountain, Sonic Colors. And now that we're all keyed up, let's face the big boss. What's behind the gears? It's... Oh, I know what it is. It's the friggin... The Sonic 2's Death Egg robot. First there's this weird cutscene with the mirror room, but I still don't care. So... he fall on ass. It do be the Death Egg robot. They call it that because it's the robot that's in the Death Egg. Except in Sonic Forces, where there are several things called the Death Egg robot, none of which are fought within the Death Egg. But let's not think about that too much. So anyway, hit this guy in the ass, and it's really funny. Oh, you don't hit that? For some reason I thought you hit that. No, you just wait it out. Alright. And then you hit him in the ass again. Phase 2 of the fight. There's some goofy phase skip you do in the speedrun of this. I don't know how the hell it works. This is a solid remix, though. Oh, that's not mine, isn't it? Oh. Messed it up. But yeah. And then you hit on that. Bonk. The 3DS game had like a friggin' remix of the a friggin' Sonic 3 and Knuckles' final boss theme. Ultimately way better, but also that because it's still the first fight in that game, the boss is so easy that you hear it for like a tenth of its runtime. Hey, just hit this thing. Hit the thing, dude. Oh, jeez. Oh, that's just great. Well, I only have so many of these, you know. Oh, I think they come back. Never mind. There we go. Any more of these? Okay, we're done with this loser. This was in the era when when Sega and Sonic Team were hanging out with Cash Cash for whatever reason. And like they did a number of remixes for this. They did the theme songs for Sonic Colors. You know, normal stuff. I'm guessing this is. I think this is when the two Sonics properly meet. I don't care though. That's another Chaos Emerald gotten. Why does it let me run around up here? There's nothing here yet. Alright. We are now past what is considered the classic era, or perhaps Genesis Mega Drive era, whatever you want to call it. This is considered the Dreamcast era, and begins with, it's called, Speed Highway. I want to try and take that upper path. Speed Highway, in both classic and modern, lives up with its name. It lets you go fast a lot. It's cool. Going fast is cool. Oops. You're supposed to bounce on those? I hate when they make it. Oh, okay. I haven't played this particular level in a long ass time, actually. I never replayed the classic stuff as much for... Oh, you don't make that either? Guess I'm going down here. I think I usually took this path anyway, so... Yeah, I like how the cars are hazards. Just Sonic gets hit by a fucking car if you're not careful. Watch that. So I got the rockets. Those are classic. I actually really love this remix of Speed Highway because it's just the same fucking song except it's EDM now. Like, it barely changes except for the instruments and, like, the beat. And it works. It just fucking works. As that kind of song. Oh, crap. Oh, thank God they let you cancel spin dashes by jumping out of them. Clipped into the ground a bit there. 55 lives. Yeah, I never... Because I restart a lot if I want to do well, I never really saved up a ton of lives. Maybe it's because restarting costs lives. This is how it ends up working out. Oh, it is just across here. Alright. Man, I really don't remember how this level's laid out. Okay, I remember this, though. Love the way they turn those into little launching things like that. Hey, hey. More time. Up and down, and also all around. Oh, okay. That was my fault. Alright. Yeah, there's the app. Love the Chow in space poster. This is the classic part of the adventure games. Of course, after classic, well, gotta do it the other way, too. I love the road signs too. E1230 Omega Road, Blaze Road, Shadow Avenue. Oh, I think that's South Shadow Avenue. No, I don't use it. cool that they offer to do that there when it's required at some point, or at least right in your path compared to like that one bit in Chemical Plant where it's kind of a secret. Oh yeah, I like doing this at the beginning of this level, so let me see if I remember just how to do it. Go forward and then not quite. Gotta wait a little longer on that to grab onto the helicopter. Yeah! Love doing that. Alright, don't do that there. Yep. Just like that. Right? Up and down and all around. Now, can I also nail this? This part isn't too big a deal. You'll if you miss it, but I like landing on these upper platforms. Trekking over those little cop bumper car things. I always found this to be funny enemies. It's too bad this level is missing a very important part of the Sonic Adventure 1 enemies, which is them making the freaking cartoon splat noise when you blow them up. That's like the funniest thing about that game. Part of the explosion sound is just stereotypical cartoon splat. It's like Lancer. It's like Lancer from Deltarune was in charge of sound design. Play that game sometime. Listen for it. You'll realize it. It's hilarious. Ooh, yes, I did nail this shortcut last time. I was having trouble with that before. Oh, shoot. That means I'm caught in a loop if I don't do it right. Oh, yeah, do this here. And then here. Alright, there we go. This path is cool. Like, looks a little hidden. But you gotta do it right or else they'll kind of screw up. Like that. But I made it out. Safe! Right. What's funny is that this Freeze Cream, who her introduction to the Sonic series was Sonic Advance 2. Ooh, and then she showed up in Heroes, but in between those, she actually was in Sonic Adventure DX specifically. She had a little cameo where she'd be flying overhead in one or two spots. Sonic Adventure DX, is that what I said? I do remember. Yeah, Sonic Adventure DX. Yeah, I mentioned Cash Cash earlier. This is their remix of Escape from the City. I remember it was like one of the pretty early things released on the game during the year it was coming out. Oh, yeah. And fittingly, the enemies here are the gun robots rather than the usual Eggman ones. You know? Yeah, Genesis is like obviously short, but like that's because like the padding is very minimal. Like it does make you do like one mission per zone at most, at least to progress, but one mission is not going to kill you. One thing I'm curious about with Sonic Frontier, because it seems like they're actually making a bigger game rather than like making like a structure of a short one, but then just, you know, having to make it longer. So, oh dear lord. Do we get out of here somehow? Oh, those are boxes that are breakable. Okay. Oh dear lord. Get me the hell out of here! Here's my cool guy skateboard. Bart Simpson style. Nope, 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 wrong way. Guess it was the right way after all. Yeah! Oops. Jumped a little early there. I love the wanted signs and the missing signs for Ray and Mighty. Sonic fans thought for years, yeah, that's the most we're ever going to see of those two again. Little did we know. Hey, fucking stop that. Come on. I do like the way they kind of recontextualize the truck in this version, so that rather than just running away from it, there's like level design based around it. It's clever. Though you still get a nice bit of running away from it too. Especially since they give you the speed shoes there. It just slams into that. Let's bring the stage into the third dimension. Really love the way they expanded on this section of this game. You'll see in a sec once I mess up my tricks like a cool guy. Well, I would be showing it off, but currently I'm taking the most boring way through the level, so... yeah, stuff like this. So that you like grind over all different buildings and things. Lots of different ways to get to the end there. If you hit certain tricks and shortcuts. One interesting thing, speaking of which, one interesting thing about Frontiers and the way it's kind of bringing back reusing old level layouts is that there's a level based on City Escape's layout, but it's not based on this one. It's based on the original one from Sonic Adventure 2, and I'm curious if they'll do more of that, because that feels like a little more interesting thing to bring back in some ways than some of these. We'll see how it goes. Obviously, plenty of stuff is pretty similar. Similar, like... Oh, wow, I just fucked that up entirely. Oh, red rings? I don't know where the hell the red rings are in this game. Like, I just don't know. I get some sometimes, but I don't know. Never knew, and like, there's barely any reason to. Like, I think these levels are just actually too big for the red ring deal. Too many different paths. It's a big pain. But it doesn't help that there's a couple of things that make it like hard to search for them than it would be in like Colors or Forces. Like the whole fact that it doesn't tell you which ones you have. Like, it doesn't tell you if it's the first, the third, or the fifth, or whatever like that. A perfect middle ground mix. Yeah. Just look. In Colors and Forces, I actually don't usually mind looking for them unless in Forces' case, unless it's like a really bad level. Like, well, and even then, it's like not usually that hard. Oh yeah, the truck just goes fucking insane, and I love this is so funny. They gave it saw blades. If you don't have the boost to stay out of the way, you tend to have to like quick step its saw blades. And that does this. Oh wait, right after this. Yeah. Oh. Oh no, it was a little later then. Oh jeez. This is going poorly actually. I'm running out of boost because I'm missing out every single ring somehow. Oh! I mean, I guess that's not my problem anymore. That's depressing. United States government moment. God. I feel like I was talking about this, like, on a previous stream, but, it's still ridiculous. Like, I was thinking about, like, I remember, like, for a long time it bugged me that Gun were, like, unequivocally the villains of Sonic Adventure 2. More so than Eggman, obviously. More so than even, like, Gerald, though. Like, yeah, he tried to blow up the world, but also he was clearly, like, a victim of Gun, you know, just freaking murdering his daughter or whatever. And then, like, in Shadow the Hedgehog, they're, like, treated as on the hero side all the time. And I was always like, that's kind of fucked up. Why would they just shift it so bad? It makes it really hard to, you know, continue Shadow's story that way. And then I realized, Sonic Adventure 2 was made before 9/11. Shadow the Hedgehog came out, like, in the midst of the fucking Iraq war and shit. Of course they're gonna portray the military more positively, like... That was the shift. Especially since, like, those games were developed by a studio in America. They definitely saw the cultural shift happening there. And be realizing that, like, it means that I can officially say, hey, Shadow the Hedgehog, the video game, is the way it is because of 9/11 and Jak 2 is a completely true statement. And I think that's insane. But it's real. It's real life. Hey, it's this thing. That's a smoother bit to take through that anyway. Alright, let's do this right. I mean, what happened there was funny, but I'd prefer it to not happen again. Try and stay in the middle, that's where a lot of the rings are. Across this bit. Feeling good now. God, pixel smoothing filters. They just... Yeah, they're so bad. Why do we still have them? To me, they're always like the funny thing you mess with a few times on emulators when you see the Super Eagle option in ZS and NES or something. It's not something you put in like a professionally released product. Like, at most, if you can get, like, a really, 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 really good CRT filter, and I mean, like, a really good one, I sort of get it. Even then, like, the pixels aren't going to kill you, you know? Yeah, they're alright, as long as the game gives you, like, some actual warning of what you need to dodge. And this one is just, you know, the saw blades. It was Unleashed that had all the nasty ones where there would be bombs coming at you and you had to use the indicators there. Yeah, CRT filters, like, that's kind of the thing. It's like, it makes sense why they're there, although they're certainly not all created equal. Well, just fucked up smoothing filters, like, what, are you scared of pixels? Alright, let's do Seaside Hill. From Sonic Heroes, a game squarely in the Dreamcast era, apparently. Yeah, at some point they... I mean, I guess this game was... I was gonna say this game was probably planned for the Dreamcast, but I don't think they were planning anything for Sonic After Adventure 2. Like, they weren't sure if they were even gonna be able to keep making these games. I wouldn't be surprised. Sonic Heroes feel like it happened, like, well, after it was well established that Sonic could be on other things with, like, the two Sonic Adventure ports and, the first two Game Boy Advance games. I played a lot of Sonic Heroes when I was a kid. Going back to it is not my favorite, but it does have some really good music. Again, like, generally really cool looking levels. I can give it all those things. Oh, jeez. What the hell is wrong with my controller today? Sorry, guys. It's happening again. I don't know what's going on. And it's only really happened with this game, too, so... Is Heroes the same era? I mean, it was, forget, it was Heroes 2003 or 2004. I always forget. It was either, like... Oh, no, my controller's just not working in general right now. And it's having an identity crisis now. Please excuse me a moment. Let's try this one more time.
Sega.
I'm guessing the reason they use 06 as... I think it's very... If you're wondering why they used 06 at the start of, like, the modern era, it's because, you know, same system as this game was on originally. So... largely divided by console generations, really. Or like that. Which, I mean, technically, the Dreamcast is the same console generation as PS2 and the like, so... Unsurprisingly, there's nothing in the Saturn era, because, Sonic Team didn't make Sonic games during the Saturn era. They made, Nights into Dreams and Burning Rangers, which are actually excellent games. Oh, Jesus Christ, what is up with the air control underwater here? But yeah, I wouldn't really consider Heroes to be the same era, at least by the way this game is dividing it. Hell, it's even before they had the voice actor switch, so... That was first with Shadow the Hedgehog. Yeah, I think the only, like, internally developed Sega thing for Sonic in that era was, like, I mean, like, what was Sonic Team at the time, really? Like, I don't know who the hell they put on a Sonic Jam, honestly, and the stuff they did for those. I mean, it was mostly a re-release, but it had stuff in it. And then Traveler's Tale did Sonic R and 3D Blast. Funnily enough, even though Sonic Adventure 2 was the first Sonic game with, like, a ranking system, there was one in Nights into Dreams and Burning Rangers too. That probably started Sonic Team's whole almost obsession with them. Like even some of their non-Sonic Team games have them. Like freaking Billy Hatcher's got them. They want you to do good at stuff, and they want to tell you that you were doing good. Okay, so how do we do this without fucking dying? Let's take this faster. Get out of there. So are there just air bubbles anywhere in here? Okay, there's one down here. That's better. Now we can game. It's funny how like, they decided that this would, like, just be the de facto water level for, Classic Sonic. I guess other than that, the only real choices they would have would be this and, like, Chemical Plant, right? If going by this game's roster. Boing. Whale. And Chemical Plant has water too, but I guess they want a later game one. So they just kind of just put Labyrinth Zone in Seaside Hill. No, you're supposed to jump. There we go. Ah, yes. The classic Sonic 1 and 2 invincibility theme. I hear every time you pick up an invincibility box in a game like Sonic Generations, Sega has to pay Masato Nakamura 3 cents. I hope you guys are aware that this is a joke. Like, I don't want people spreading this as, like, some sort of super secret Sonic fact. It is a joke. It is me making it funny. Oh. Misjudged that entirely. Ugh. Where are we going? Oh, jeez. Wow, that felt really fast. This really does feel a little Labyrinth Zone-y at times. Very kind of slow level for classic Sonic. I mean, it has this gimmick, but it's hardly exclusive to a Labyrinth Zone, so... Can I slip up there? Yeah! Oh boy. They are rolling and I'm hating. Oh dear. Thank you for kindly slowing down when you got up here. Oh jeez. Because they really wanted me to hit some of those hoops. I don't know. Only made it out. Probably not my best run, but the level's honestly kind of... Oh, I still got an S rank, so who cares? Let's switch Sonics. Take on Seaside Tail Act 2. No, I know how to wall jump. Yeah, this song. And by this song, I mean the other song that's part of this song that we'll hear in a bit. I mean, this song's fine. Certainly not bad, but not what I'm looking for. We can do a bit of platforming here, but it's a little smoother if we can nail it just right. Then now you can really gun it. A lot of the rest of the stage is quite quick. This is a very, like, expansive stage, actually. There's a lot of different ways you can go, especially when you start running across the water. There's areas like this. Take a couple different ways across. And this here. If you're a speedrunner, the, turtles are actually faster because there's some bus-ass things you can do with it, but for the rest of the humans, it's quicker to take a car. Also just feels nice and smooth to take the car. It's really funny that Sonic can boost in a car. It kind of, brings up the question of what his boost actually is, which is something we will not be answering anytime soon. Oof. Well, that was weird, but worked out. Yeah, sure, I'm fine. I meant to do everything that happened there. Oh, jeez. Ooh. Jump there would have been nice. And they don't actually give you the wheel chase in this. Oh yeah, I guess I didn't really mention it, but the song I was talking about is the Ocean Palace theme. Well, Ocean Palace in this. It transitions into that song partway through in, this version of the level. It's such an excellent song. Probably my favorite song in Heroes. Alright. So now we gotta do some missions. Might not do quite as many, but... yeah, this one rescues Espio because he debuted in Knuckles Chaotix and also appeared in Sonic the Fighters, but he, Vector, and Charmy, he kind of came back to the series in Heroes, so putting him here makes sense. So in addition to challenge acts, though, something else we gotta do here. You gotta get to there, where Shadow's hanging out. I'm gonna do that first. As soon as I remember how. Oh, can you just jump up here? Oh wait, I think I know you do. Yeah, that's a platform for some reason. Yeah, sure. Alright. Oh yeah, the music is here. It's just fucking throw it all away. That song kind of blows ass, I'm not gonna lie. I don't like it much. I don't know why Shadow's so stoked to fight Sonic here. Guess it just needed it to be a thing. But hey, they do this thing. This is cool. Yeah! Kino. So, here, this fight's kind of weird. See these big pink orb things? You gotta catch them. Out of here, nerd. So, that's one. I'm curious why they went with this. I feel like it's, like, obviously to make them look like they're more on, like, an even footing. I feel like it's also sort of meant to invoke the two-player modes in Sonic Adventure 2, which, by its re-release, ended up becoming a pretty big deal. The Sonic Adventure 2 battle. The idea of, like, throwing attacks at each other while running around. So yeah, we'll see. Yeah. So then we just beat him with rocks. Until we get close enough to run him the hell over. While Live and Learn plays. Man, this series rules. And see, now he's dead. Sorry, I don't like Throw It All Away much. It's not my favorite. The intro, I think, is cool, but it kind of gets bogged down in itself. It isn't much on it. I'm not sure what I consider... now that I think about it, I don't like a lot of the characters' main themes in Sonic Adventure 2. Like, I don't like Sonic's theme in that game. I prefer Adventure 1-1. Same with Tails. Knuckles has a great beat, but Hunted P cannot rap, so... kind of the issue there. Here, Shadow, like I said, main exception is Eggman's theme, EGGMA, and that I fucking love that song. That silly ass song. It's so good. So what's the best way to even get up here? This hub is laid out really weird sometimes. So let's find some Chow. Hey, this is one of the two-player themes from what is it? From Sonic Heroes. Cute to use this. Sonic Heroes had a shit ton of two-player modes. The main issue with them is that you had to play Sonic Heroes. Oops. Oops. Oh. Sorry, buddy. Guess Cream will have to pick you up. Yeah, I guess you just gotta pick up enough and then get out of here. Within the time limit. One more. I've got enough. Let's get out of here. Hey, when did this become Balloon Park? I thought it was Sonic Heroes music. Do I have to also beat her to the goal? That'd be really annoying considering I can't fucking fly, like some people can. But I'm also really fast, so never mind. Yeah, I guess it did become Balloon Park. That's kind of funny. Oh. There we go. Any others I want to do here is classic. We'll grab the key. I'll just do one as modern here. I've been wanting to do a few more missions than I usually do on this one, but I don't want to do like all of them. Alright, let's go hunt down Espio. Hunt down the Freeman.
Ninja arts, camouflage.
More like ninja farts, am I right?
How dare you?
So, what are we supposed to do here? Okay, so we just shine the spotlight on him, then freaking beat his ass. There you are.
Ninja arts, camouflage.
There you are. No, hit the... There we go. This is a weird little mission, but it's kind of neat. Oh, going there.
Ninja arts, camouflage.
There we go. Go up. Some of these are neat. I'm glad I'm trying them.
Camouflage.
Get out of here.
Ninja arts, camouflage.
He do love himself some ninja arts camouflage. There we go. Any more of these, or...
Ninja arts, camouflage.
There's your ass. Oh, come on. Damn it. Yeah, how dare you. There we go. I can literally hear the goal ring, so... Yep. Got the S-Rack there. Hey, got a thing. Hey, unleash music. Neat. Alright, well. Again, I don't want to spend too long bogged down on all the missions, so I'll move on to City Escape for now. I'm already doing more than's required just by doing... Oh, okay. One more than... Just by doing one for each Sonic. So it's one mission. Oh, that's how you get up there. Duh. Ham slam. Let's do this. Let's do a classic Sonic one first. What's this? An item? Skateboarding! Lord of the board. I want to take the top path there. I know these challenge acts don't even make you lose lives or anything, so retrying them is no issue. Thank goodness. I guess I lost my skateboard. Was I supposed to be able to lose my skateboard? Alright, well, here's another one. They're gonna make me react to a jump. Yep. Looked like they almost let me jump a little bit late with this thing. Very thoughtful. Yeah. Oops. Well, all's well that ends well. Victory. Grab this. Let's do this again, but better. One, two, three. Which one's this? Horizontal bars and spinning platforms. Let's try the 1, 2, 3. Well, that was awful. Yeah, basically the trick here is each one spawns the next one, so you have to hit them in order. Pretty simple, since they just launch you into them anyway. Basically just hit enough of these. Oh, there were spikes there. They were hiding. already. Oh. Ooh, nice. Ooh, just enough. Wonder if that stage even has any extras, or if you just have to hit them all. Hey, Kingdom Valley. From that game that people like. In some universe. Kingdom Valley is funny because it's kind of blatantly one of the two most, like, finished levels in 06. Along with Crisis City, and it's pretty obvious that that's true because they were the two levels demoed at E3. Like, it's like, oh, these are the ones we finished, and then they kind of slapped together the rest. You can tell from the design. Might as well do a classic one here, even if I don't like this level of Classic Sonic much. Looks nice at sunset, at least. Someone saw this and was like, wow, this is so cool, we should make a whole game where you have to do this. And then Sonic Lost World happened. That is one of the many weird little things about Sonic Lost World, where you need to rescue a certain number of animals to progress, and like, some of it, obviously you'll get that by destroying enemies and breaking capsules, but you need more than that, and frequently that makes it so, like, you need to do, like, weird-ass mini-games? God, what a weird game. So in addition to that junk... Oops. That was just kind of mean, if you ask me. Fine. I don't need you. Oh, jeez. Bigger hitbox than I thought. Yeah, what's funny about Sonic Lost World is that, speedruns take into account... obviously, the speedrun of the game, you need to take into account the, number of animals you collect. And, like, apparently at first they actually had to do some of those mini-games and things. But, as it turns out, the Wii U version of the game, and only the Wii U version, not the PC version, got some, DLC that... I don't remember if it was free or not. I think it might have been free. Called the Yoshi's Island Zone and the Legend of Zelda Zone. Which are exactly what they sound like. Levels themed after the mentioned games. I want to do better on this one. But as it turns out, in the Legend of Zelda Zone, you can pick up rupees. But rupees don't act like rings, you just pick them up. You actually have hearts in that stage again, instead of a ring system. It's weird, but... That aside... Hey, being able to... When you get to the end of the stage, what your rupees are actually converted to is not rings, but animals. So as it turns out, a speedrun of the game, like the whole game, rather than messing around with mini-games or like having to replace the main levels, it just grinds that like 5 times in a row until you have enough animals for every gate in the game. And then they play the game. Because you have the access to it basically right at the beginning. It's really silly. Sonic Lost World is silly. I do not care for that game. Alright. Let's do this section like less of an idiot. I should grab that, timer thing, too. I said less of an idiot, Keegan. I've got enough animals. Let's just get the hell out of here. Got plenty of time this time, I hope. Because the guy who totally does not know how long this level is. Is this the end? This would be a good place for an end, no? Well, I know there's more than enough animals, at least. Oh, shit. I know there's, I wonder if there's any more clocks lying around. Oh, come on, don't make me wait when there's a time limit. What is this level? Well, it's right there, so it means I can probably not go as far out of my way for some of the capsules, knowing there's some extras. Maybe I'll skip that one. Grab this one then. And here. Here's another easy one. Nope. Go. Go up. Jeez. Got all that extra time, burned it away, just playing poorly. Yeah, oof, my ear. Yeah. Alright, that's better. That puts me right in place to catch this. I'll leave that one behind. Pretty sure I only need one more capsule to finish this job, so we'll find it along the way here. Yeah, there's one like right in the path. Can't miss that one. Now, there's one more segment of level, but I have a lot more time for it. Oh, that's how you get that. That helps. Yeah, it's way quicker to get through it that way. Wow. Now I have time for this wait. Freaking spike platform. Where am I going here? Right. Might as well grab this. Can't. Alright. And that gets me to the end. It is interesting to see how they just kind of rearrange stuff in the levels to make these. We'll say one nice thing about the ones in this game, as well as the ones in the weird Challenge Acts and Unleashed compared to the ones in like Colors and Forces, is that in this they actually, you know, that's uncomfortable. In this they actually, you know, theme like the various blocks and things around the level you're in, instead of just having a giant supply of like identical gray boxes scattered throughout the game. What the fuck? How the fuck do I get up there? What is up with this section? Can I wall jump? I hate the way this hub just makes you go on weird journeys to get anywhere. So do I have to go up City Escape to get to the upper Seaside Hill missions? Is that the play? Might just have to do that. It's really weird. Oh, this sounds fun. Big fish. So I think the way it works in these kinds of areas is that if you stay inside the buoys, they're good, but if you go out, then start getting chased by big fish. Ooh, nice turn. That feels good. Yeah. There we go. That was quite smooth. It's a neat little act. Didn't even see the giant fish though. And yeah, I did the shadow fight, right? Ooh, start a speedo. Once again, you'll have to be more specific. Alright, let's go see the boss of this area. And this one is... I mean, I know what it is, but do you? I mean, you probably do. Maybe you've played this game. That's right, baby. Perfect chaos! You know, if you think about it, this kind of shows how Sonic has leveled up over the years. Yep. Now you can take this on without even having to go supersonic. This boss is cool because it's almost more like a level than a boss. Like it's kind of this like themed level where like the boss shoots at you and you run across all these chunks of things. There's even different paths to take. Basically, you need enough boost to hit the top like that. Chaos rain, but who are we? Ah, shoot. Also, you're a bit under the gun because of stuff like that. I don't even remember there being this many 2D sections. This is neat. Like I said, it's basically its own level. Which honestly works for this game. Like, it's hard to have, like, direct combat in this game in a way that, like, makes a lot of sense. So I think doing something like this is a good way to square the circle on it. Oh yeah, because then you gotta launch off high here and hit from above. Rather than boosting on its body. You drive me crazy on the gun. Yeah. And then of course it switches to the serious track as you get further. Raise your hand if you always felt that those two songs should be in the opposite order. I feel like that's a very common Sonic fan opinion, to the point where there are definitely mods for the PC version of Sonic Adventure that switch them. Oh, okay. Is that the last one? I think it is. And so Chaos's soul rests once again. Or maybe Chaos hangs around and guards the Chao. You know, it's really unclear.
You brought back quite a bit of this.
Like, again, I'm not bothering with the cutscenes really, but that little bit we saw right there does demonstrate a really weird thing about this game. Okay, so they made classic Sonic not talk, right? As like a tribute to, you know, classic games not having dialogue. But then they just make classic Tails talk. So like, what's the point? They just didn't think that through. Really weird. So onward to Crisis City. Point in the game when they're like, yeah, we have HD assets for this game already. We can just use them. Granted, I'm sure a bunch of stuff's different anyway, because Sonic 06 is kind of an ugly game when you get right down to it. Like, yeah, technically has higher poly counts than stuff before, but it's really awkward looking. Kind of dull color-wise. Is which really kind of makes like the way they turned it around graphically. Like the next Sonic game on like 360 and PS3 was Sonic Unleashed, and that game is honestly gorgeous. Like, that game is really good looking, and this one's good looking too. Like I feel like with this and Unleashed, it's not just about them like higher fidelity. It's like it feels like they knew what they want to do with the graphics a lot more. They knew what they want, kind of style and vibe they wanted to go for. Because this and Unleashed do have a different visual vibe, and you can even kind of tell the difference when you put their versions of Rooftop Run next to each other, which we'll be able to do pretty soon. But they both handle them pretty well, apart from, you know, Unleashed's shaky performance. Oh, that's lava, right? I like this remix of Crisis City, with all the guitars. It's interesting. I think most people like the modern one for Act 2 more, but I think this is pretty cool sounding too. Oh, is it almost time for the funny part of this level? Oh, high up. I think it is. Oh, go up there. All right. Yeah, okay. Up here. They do like to just throw, like, bunches of moving platforms around in this game sometimes. But, yeah. That tornado's carrying a car. But, yeah, that means we're almost to the funny part. Oh. That was really funny. I felt so proud of landing that nice line, and then turns out it throws me off a cliff. That's life. Oh. No, I don't want to just start over and grab that. Oh, this is my last life. I forgot this game had lives. For a moment, I lived in this world with lived in a world where this game didn't have lives. Oh, geez, that thing falls instantly. That's mean. This level does a lot of neat things with the 3D graphics in a 2D level. Lots of parts that turn in different ways, like going around this tower here. Or like the way that path kind of twisted up. Let's see. It's kind of funny how there are grind levels in classic Sonic levels, and he just rolls down them. It's all he knows. It's all he knows how to do. Give him a break. Over. Oh, jeez. Okay, I can just wait for that platform. I thought I was gonna have to do a weird enemy bounce. I wonder if you can, though. That would be kind of neat. Alright, so. Oh, that does work. Phew. Afraid that was gonna kill me, too. Yeah. And hey, an extra life. That's convenient, at least. Where was I? Right here. Tornado that's once again carrying a car. And several other things. Oh, phew. Alright. They give you another chance here, thank goodness. It has to make sense. Like, they'll show you the... Honestly, like, I know some people wonder if it's, like, too tutorial-y. I mean, you can turn them off anyway, but I like that this game has the signs for the death pits, because it's not always clear in a game like this, I think. I think partially just because of the way the landscapes are so detailed compared to, like, 2D games. Hey, look, it's the end of the level. Just kidding. God, this is so funny. So, gotta be careful here. Gets pretty treacherous. Do I get up there? Yeah. Yeah, the way it just picks up the friggin' end of level sign and blows it away is really funny. Whew. Thought I might not have made that jump. But yeah, there's still level to go. There's even a checkpoint here, so. I think we're just about making it, but a couple more jumps to make. Get up there. I just kind of... Yeah, okay, that's easier. There we go. It's not going to run away again. I love the way they use that, like, looking pose with him. That's like some classic art from early Sonic 1 era that they made him recreate while he's looking at his results. It's cute. And gotta do the modern version. This is a good-ass level. No, it's not. I do like that it offers those tutorials roles. This game is honestly very, like, friendly about how its tutorial systems work, because you can have, like, full-on, like, Omochao hint-steering levels if you want, but I have those turned off. And then there's also, like, button prompts that show up sometimes. I actually leave those on. I don't mind them, and I think they're a very convenient way to tutorial in the game. And then you can also turn off those death pit signs. Which, again, like I said, I like them. I think it's nice to make that clear. Also, this remix is so darn good. The way they use the violin is just amazing. Alright. Oops, too far. Don't you do me like that. I do want to take this path, though. Yeah, that's better. Or not. Okay, fine. Have it your way. Oof. Rough one. Oh well. Kind of hoping to get one of those rings. Eesh. Righty. Yeah, this is where you need the stomp to knock these down. Kind of make it a gimmick for the next chunk of level. Oh, darn it, I was hoping I'd get that, but they actually attack pretty fast. Well, that was an interesting interaction. You know, even when things go wrong, it's fun if they go wrong in an interesting way, you know? I always like this path. That's here. Little shortcut. But that also gets you a red ring. Oof. What? Did I have to bounce off a ceiling there? I think we can handle this a little better than that. Okay. My friends, I believe I am stuck. Okay, this is probably making someone sick. Let's not have that happen again. It happens. You know? Nope, just get up the thing. I always forget the quickest way over to actually not bother with the birds and just... Oh, okay. Do something a little like that. Up. Now, stay in the middle this time. Yeah, there we go. And there we go. Yeah, alright. Yeah, I like taking this route. It's not a ton faster, but it's cool looking. Yeah, let's do this too. Generally just a little smoother if you do it right. Feels like it's just cool to do. Like, that's the thing. When it comes to a lot of the stuff you can do in Sonic games, especially the old ones, but a lot of them in general, a lot of times it's not really about like whether it's the most optimal way, whether it gets you better time, whether it gets you a better rank. Sometimes it's just, or even like whether it gets you extra lives, or sometimes it's just about the fact that you can do it. Because doing cool things is just fun. Doing different things is fun. Showing off a little, you know? No. I think there's like a merit to be had in being able to just show off in games. So gotta take the long way around. And like you know the whole style meter system that Devil May Cry games have, where like I don't want these to be stopped. Do I have to go down here or something? No. Why would I want this one to stop? Oh, it's because I have to launch it up high. Ow. At any rate. Well, the original intention of the style system, the style meter in Devil May Cry was basically to, you know, will you stop that? What was to sort of like recreate the experience of like showing off in front of people in a game like at an arcade. The idea that you can be like. The game can be like, hey, you're doing something cool, in lieu of, you know, not necessarily having other people able to do it. Oh, there's a red ring there. Oh, well. So, yeah, like, the idea of just things in games that we're getting better at it doesn't always get you, like, the best scores at times, but just lets you look cool and, like, impress even just yourself. It's something I think is cool. I think it's worth, I think that's worth looking at. That's Blaze. Debuted in Sonic Rush, which played a big part in Sonic 06. You ever hear the fan theory that the Blaze in Sonic 06 is actually a figment of Silver's imagination? I don't know, it's a rooftop run anyway. Because, like, I mean, it is funny. If you actually look at that game, Blaze basically never talks to anyone besides Silver. Like, I'm not sure if she ever has a direct interaction with any other character, unless you count, like, you know, destroying robots in the spots where you play as her, and even then. Like, that could just be Silver imagining what she's doing, I don't know. Okay, it happened again. Alright. Excuse me a moment. I don't know what's up with this game in particular that it just decides my controller is illegal. Luckily it autosaves pretty frequently. Yeah, they could just both have their own Blaze. Like, generally Oh, no. Controller thinks it's player 2 again. There we go. Alright, alright. And personally, like, I just don't really think about it that much. I try not to square stuff like Sonic 06 and the Rivals games with the rest of canon too much. It's too confusing and kind of weird. Or like Eggman Nega just keeps lying about being from an alternate dimension is actually Eggman's descendant from the future. I mean, I guess technically you can say, well, why would someone name themselves something Nega? And my answer to that is that Sonic is a video game series for children. And that just having, like, an evil version of someone called, like, something Nega or whatever is just a thing that happens. But besides that, it's like... Hey, the other issue with that is that you have to consider the idea that Eggman has descendants, and I don't want to think about that. The only descendant I think he should have is, like, a robot. Like, just... He's got a son. Eggman has a son. He's named Metal Sonic. Yeah, there's the ice cream stand robot. Good catch. And yeah, nobody played Rivals. That's the other thing. But, like, do you really want to remember that game? Have you played that game? I've played Rivals too. It's not good. It's a game that, like, should be okay. It be, like, okay, but not great, but just controls worse than it should, so it's kind of a pain instead. Also, the music just doesn't sound like Sonic music, except for, like, except that it has, like, 2 songs that were composed by Jun Senoue and sound like stuff by him, like Race to Win, and then, like, one of the other themes for one of the first acts in the first zone, or, like, peak 3D Sonic stuff, but then, like, a bunch of the rest is, like, more, like, crunchy, not quite industrial, just... I don't know what I'd call it. It's weird, maybe. More rhythmic, less melodic. Lots of guitar loops. Which isn't common to Sonic. Sonic usually has, you know, just live guitars. Because main composer for a long time, you know, actual guitar player. So, what the fuck is... Also, I really like this remix. Very nice and light sounding. That was close. I love those big swinging axe things. Like, who has... Are those... Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I don't live in whatever amount... I don't live in Britain or Spain or a major Western European country that this level is based off of. Do you guys just have those? Like, if any of you live in a place like that? Are giant swinging spiked axes just something part of your morning commute? Because if they are, then, like, never mind. Hey, stay the fuck away from me. Ow. Dear Lord. Get me out of here. Like, if it's just a... Like, if this is just a thing that British people have to deal with, then, like, alright, that's fair. Dear Lord. Can I just kill this thing? Yes, I can, alright. There we go. This clock bit is neat. I see you up there. Can't hide from me. Doesn't mean it can actually reach you, but you can't hide from me. Can I do it like this? There we go. Ah, I was hoping I'd just land right in there. I got so close that it even gave me the button prompt for what you need to do in there. But wasn't quite in. Oi, it's 12 bong! Just go in the thing. Good. Go in the thing. Go in the thing. Hang Sonic. Sonic, just get in the thing. You're in the thing now. Good. And that's the level, right? Yeah. Yeah, one thing I think is interesting about, like, hey, this game's version of Rooftop Run is just the addition of, like, it felt like they wanted to purposely make it more colorful. Also, like, that's why they have it being their, like, celebration. There's confetti everywhere and the balloons and things like, even there's just a couple more flowers of brighter colors, like the red and yellow ones there. Kind of a neat way to make it feel like it fits in with the more vibrant look of, Generate. Oh, I actually found all the red rings in that level. How the hell did I do that? Anyway. Yeah. Hey, an extra life. I actually need one of those. Hey, pick it up. I think I took the longest possible path through that first area, but got a red ring out of it. Oh, jeez. Sorry to whoever's house I just crashed through. Apartment. Whatever. Oh. Could you not drop those? I'm trying to run here. Is that another thing British people have to deal with? Because if so, I'm sorry. Yeah. That is a nice smooth way to take that section. Of course, the egg chasers are out. Yeah, like I always figured it was. I'd always heard, like, I hear Spain is a common one, but also like the clock tower is obviously meant to be like Big Ben, so I figured it was just kind of a sort of general Western European country. Oh, jeez. That was terrifying. Like, this is another level where they always, like, use it to represent Sonic Unleashed. And man, I get why. Rooftop Run is so cool. Like, well, like, it is the showpiece of what this game is about and, like, why people still like it, even if I can really never get too behind it. It is, like, it is a place that just kind of showcases all the best parts of the spectacle that is Sonic Unleashed, and I think that's pretty cool. Like, because they also used it and brought it back in Team Sonic Racing. If you're wondering why it act like they did it more than once. That said, for my money, if they ever want to bring back a Sonic Unleashed level again, my personal preference is Dragon Road. I think that level is really cool. Oh, jeez. Like if they brought back Dragon Road, like, just for me personally, I would be very happy about that. Oh yeah, if you hit this thing enough times, it just starts spewing rings, which is kind of cool. Really hard to pick them up, though. Dear Lord, you're evil. You are evil for saying that. I should bring back Eggman Land. That place is hellish. Honestly, as we think about, like, Sonic Mania stage choices, like, yeah, it had Green Hill and Chemical Plant, but then also, like, I remember the first time I got to Oil Ocean in Sonic Mania, and I was like, why the hell did you pick Oil Ocean? And then it was good anyway, because Sonic Mania is amazing, so, like, but there's, like, no one would think to do that. No one wants that. And I think sometimes that's, like, the secret of things like, one issue with really just developing any sort of media is that, like, When it gets too big, it starts to be like, oh, it's very influenced by what people want. The secret is people don't always know what they want. Like, and sometimes you just have to accept that and make something that you want. And because sometimes they'll just make something cool. Oh yeah, this stage has this. Like, honestly, Spike Wisp is fun. Like, I complained about the way Rocket is implemented in this game and the modern Sonic version of the stage, but Spike's fun. Yeah, like, I make exceptions for those two. Especially, like, more so Green Hill. Like, you can't not have Green Hill. I just meant, like, a lot of the other choices in Mania were interesting. Like, I think it's partially because they were actually able to have multiple levels per game that really helped. Which allowed them to do, like, the more left field picks, like, Oil Ocean. Or, what's another good one? Oh, okay. That's another good example of a weird pick from Mania. There were definitely some. I guess this was the only. By the way, this little system is probably the only weird thing about Spike. The fact that they make it jump on these gears to activate them as Spike. Kind of like the Sonic Mania Colors rather did a lot less of that. It was a little smoother with how it asked you to use them. And they're optional in more spots. At any rate, I do get that it's very much, if you're picking one level from a game, it is what it is. It is, but at least in that game, they don't make you bust through the ceiling with it a million times in a row. In that game, you just use it if you want, you aren't in, like, or in the few levels where you need to get a bonus, and everywhere else, you just leave it alone. This game gets repetitive, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Oh, switch. Oh, hi. But yeah. I do sometimes think about what would I do if I had to pick, like, another level from each game, and, like... Honestly, Sonic 1 is the hardest choice about that, because, like, if you're not picking Green Hill, what the hell are you picking? Like... Marble Zone? Right. Honestly, half tempted to pick Labyrinth Zone. That level's iconic, even if not for the right reasons. So, can you get up this now? Alright, fine. Can I do it like this? Oh, wow. Yeah, I kill it with that. Oh, hi. Yeah, like... I guess maybe Spring Yard's kind of alright. It has a catchy song. Maybe I'd go with that. I don't know. Like, part of the problem is that, like, Starlight's a really nice zone. But like, also... Starlight also just kind of done better with Stardust Speedway. I mean, all the Sonic 1 zones except Marble are also a Sonic CD zone when you get right down to it. And Marble would have been one if Round 2 had ever been made, so... Well, with Sonic 2, what choice would I have? Well, first of all, Casino Night. Casino Night seems like something that would have come back more. I think they actually used it in 3DS generations, which makes a lot of sense. But, like, it just seems like you would have seen more of it. I don't know where the fuck I'm going, by the way. But I think it's the wrong way, so, I'm just gonna... Yeah, that's better. But if I somehow couldn't pick a chemical plant... Yeah, I mean, there's this Casino Night minigame. I tried it for a bit earlier, but, like... That's not a level, that's a friggin' crappy pinball table. But those aside... Hey, if there's one I'd pick, I mean, okay. My insane... If I wanted to be, like... If I were allowed to make a decision as insane as putting Oil Ocean in Mania, I'd go with Hilltop. Hilltop rules. Like, fuck off, Hilltop's a great level. But, let's see. Keegan, can we stop just hitting things and, like, get through the level? Hilltop is the level for Chads. Let's try and do this right this time. God, these things also work a bit weird. You have to rev them up to a certain point before you get far enough, where they start pushing you far enough. All right, so yeah, this is like a weird puzzle section too. Oh, I see. Yes. Yeah, sorry. So that means I got to get to the other gear. How'd that not kill me? Well, yeah, I can never tell how long you need to, like, actually rev these for them to, you know, function. Or do I just have to face the other way? Yeah, I think I need to just face the other way on it. Yeah, there we go. That means I can get out of this hellhole. Okay, now I remember why people don't really like the spikes here, just for, like, weird little puzzle sections like that. Because it's not amazing to control precisely, I think, is the issue. But they sure make you do it. It's much more fun when they just, you know, let you zoom around stuff like this. Yeah, you think that's funny? Yeah, that could have gone better, huh? Let's not think about it too hard. And that's somehow still an A rank for Aang, mostly through time. They must really expect you to just slog through that level. Alright. One more level. And again, people complain about modern Planet Wisp because of Rocket Wisp, and that's fair. But the first part of it's really nice when you're in more of the greenery area. Like this part's just nice. Now, what would I bring back for Sonic 3 and Knuckles if the options that have already been brought back aren't on the table? Which is what? Angel Island, by a technicality, I guess if you consider Mania, and more so Mania Plus. Hydro City. I mean, and then, for the end Knuckles part, Flying Battery, Lava Reef, and Sky Sanctuary. And I guess Death Egg when you consider Forces, because that had 3 of Knuckles Death Egg. Well, if I'm talking the Sonic 3 half, I would bring back Marble Garden. I love Marble Garden. Another fuck you, that level's good kind of level. Great music, really nice looking. Alright. Oh, dear lord. Oh, thank god. And remember those back in Sonic Unleashed when those little like floating launcher. Does Ice Cap in Sonic Adventure count? I guess theoretically it does. Kind of weird to think about because it wasn't really like as much of a retro thing. Oh yeah, I forgot that this works really. It says to charge hold, but you don't hold the button. If you hold the button, you just fizzle out. So the game just kind of lies to you here for some reason. It's called Ice Cap. Yeah, that's fair. That's a very good reason to count it as the same place. Oh, ow, my fucking face. I guess that's a no on that going that way? Oh wait, I got another shot. Bom, bom, bom. Be prepared to hear that noise. Oh. Oh, jeez. Giant saw blade. This part, everyone remembers it from colors. Oh. Well, that was exciting. Let's try and get a slightly better version of this level in. Well, that was my fault, I think. Satan whispering directly to Sonic Team's ears. Believe me. Believe me, this is nice for Sonic Team. I'll say that much. If this is the worst level Sonic Team puts in a game, then it's a very good Sonic game. Oops. Look, it's not too quick if you miss. Not too slow to do that if you miss that rainbow hoop. Alright. What if I do this instead? Well, I'll just miss, so... guess that doesn't really change much of anything. That exclamation mark tells you when it's time to stop having fun with the level. Ooh, I can slide under the missiles there. That actually helps a lot. Go up this time. At least since I was already in the rocket, I didn't get knocked out of it. I just lost my rings, so... that'll do. Nice. Nope, guess I'm not going up there. A little late on the reaction there, first Caterkiller. Oh. Do you get anything for going up here, or is it just a different way to get across here? Looks like it's not anything real different. Alright, so this time let's hope I stay on the path I want to be on. Actually hit that spring. Die. I didn't need to boost into him. I was in a foul mood. Big tower time. Climbing this tower was actually pretty fun in Colors. It's fun at times here, but also sometimes they just make you do this, which is less fun. Dude took a swing at me. Oh, that's for getting in there. Yeah. Oof. Not so yeah, but I made it. What? Explain that to me. So did I end up going backwards or not? That's the other thing about this level. Sometimes you just can't tell where you are. It all looks very similar. I'm not actually sure if you can reasonably go backwards in this one, or if that's only in colors. In the similar act. Or act with the tower, rather. Oh boy. Oh. I guess I'm doing something right. Whew. I was about to fire. This level is also just quite long. Oh, okay. Not so okay. So this time I think I did go backwards. Yep. Kind of the issue with a tower level like this. You can go down. It don't go down. So it seems like weirdly hard to jump into those hoops above the carts. I don't know why. This part where the ceiling starts coming down or whatever. I feel like you have to. You're really supposed to. You're expected to hold that for like a little, and then let it go to blast up faster. I think that's how it works, but it's really unclear about it. So I need to grab this, and then I think speed back to the other spot. To bust out of that. Yeah, that was the part with the ceiling crawling I was talking about. Yeah, there we go. Goal ring is there. And we're done with that. Whew. So what's that leave for us tonight? Well, just some missions and then we can beat the game. Kind of want to make this whole thing like a one stream playthrough. It's not a long game.
Oh, hey!
Funnily enough, people talk about Sonic Forces only being around 3 hours long. So is this game. Like, I restarted some stuff, had to like, up and did more missions than I needed to. But if I did like the bare minimum, I'd be done with this game right now. And like, technically there's cutscenes, but even if I did watch them, the cutscenes in this game are not long. So like, oh yeah, and I have to do this too. I have to beat up Silver. Forgot about that. Let's get his ass. Funny thing about Silver is that I'd have to confirm it, but I'm pretty sure there's some internal files in Sonic 06 that I guess were named before he had his official name. I think they're literally just labeled as Trunks, because like that's what he is. Weirdly enough, this fight doesn't have unique scenery. It's just in Crisis City, even though the actual place where Sonic fought Silver was in Soliana. Between those. It was a little sad that they didn't end up giving him a unique area like they did for Metal Sonic and Shadow. The old It's No Use Arena or whatever. So what do I do against this guy again? I think I gotta wait for the one where he hovers up a bunch of stuff and then homing attack up it, but like faster than I did last time. Yeah. Really? No, I'm not gonna get close enough. Let's do this a little more correctly. I love how he starts by just hurtling a car at you. I love Silver's completely inconsistent flight ability. I keep expecting random books and CDs because of Rauko's Unleashed playthrough. Yeah, I know what you mean. Okay, I have to do that first one right to avoid making this fight take forever. But yeah, no, only hidden collectibles in this game are the red rings, I believe. That's what we want, alright. And it's always 5 per level. But, well, some levels in Unleashed have a lot of medals. Like, I do think it's kind of clever, the thing where they always have more medals of the type of stage you're not playing. Like, a stage will have every stage, every major stage will have sun and moon levels, but like night stages will have more sun medals, day stages will have more moon medals. Sort of way to kind of bring you between the two, which again works pretty well. Oh, unless either A, you're just not paying attention, or and collecting many at all, or B, or you haven't, you end up cock blocked by the Adabat gate like everyone. There we go.
Give up.
Go. Kind of remember that sometimes there's no real reason to be boosting. Wait, what I was gonna say is, I love Silver's flight abilities, which range from he can hover a bit to he can fucking soar across the skies, frequently in the same game. That the whole deal? Nope. Brazilian guy. Oh yeah, because he has to do the big one. Oh, I'm out of boost. Sure hope the game doesn't... Oh, right. Expect me to be boosting here. Whew, close one. Come on. Yeah! Get the hell out of here. Get crushed by your own block and debris. Alright, you feeling better after that, Trunks, or Silver? Oh, it's... Oh, I need the song... When you're actually standing next to Silver, the background music shifts to Dreams of an Absolution. That's cute. Ugh, that sounds awful. Don't let the goalpost hit the ground. That's pretty funny, but no thanks. What's Vector got for me? Through the storm, huh? So what can Vector even do?
You're flying to wherever you need to get to. Press the Y button and I'll be there. Let me handle this.
Oh, okay. Was not expecting the fastball special.
Here I come.
But whatever works, you know? Just freaking shot putting him into the sky. That was mean.
I got this.
My man just said yeet.
Here I come.
This seems dangerous. Oh well.
Sonic.
Yes, that's my name. Ooh, not quite. Alright. Alright, now it's dangerous. This is a pretty funny mission, I'm not gonna lie. No, why are you facing that way? No. This way, my friend. I want to get the S rank on this.
Let me handle this. Rah.
Get up there. Oh, boy. There we go.
Here I come. Rah.
Oh, oh well. Guess not all of them are required.
Here I come. Rah. Sonic. Nah.
Ow. Oh. Nice.
Let me handle this. Ha.
At least we have Balloon Park to keep us happy. Bro, stop that.
Sonic.
They had me high enough, yes. Can we get much higher, though? Oh, come on.
Here I come. Ha.
What a weird stage.
Let me handle this. Rah.
Honestly, it might be quicker to just do a bit of that.
I got this.
Do you now? Huh.
Sonic.
And... Meow. Oh, stop.
Here I come.
Did that get far enough? Sure doesn't. Oh well.
I
So,
got this.
so what's the point here? Vector gets fucked up, that's the point, I guess.
Sonic. I got this.
Well, that helps. Alright, so this is probably a way better path to be taking. Are you just off axis? Nope. Oh, guess I'm going this way then. That did not help.
Let me handle this.
Jesus Christ. Oh, come on. That's how you want to be doing that. Alright. So it can be done. Jesus Christ.
Let me handle this.
There we go up. God, I wish it moved faster, like freaking Yoshi's Island.
Sonic. I got this.
That's better. That's not.
Sonic.
Want the extra time, though. Might be redundant. Maybe not. That helps, though.
Here I come. I got this.
No, go with the other. Ugh.
Here I come.
The pinball physics on these are not perfect, I must say. Yeah! Ooh, and that's 20 seconds off? And that almost killed me, but guess we'll see if it was worth it. Oh, fuck off. Can you just get up to the place?
I got this.
Jesus. Jesus, Lord. Right.
Sonic.
Oh, the end's right there. Good. Whew. What a weird mission. I like the gimmick, though. That's a really annoying path I don't really want to take. Oh, that works. Good things come to those who wait, I suppose. What's Blaze got? Pierce through the flames? Alright.
I'll put out that ball of fire. Call me with the Y button.
The Y button? Why would I do that? Okay, so there's a range limit on that. And a timing aspect to keeping flow. Maybe I shouldn't be boosting my first time through. Yeah, that's crazy. This is a cute gimmick. Layout is not super different from the actual stage, though. Alright. This is kind of cute. Can speed it up well by reacting well. Nope, just get on the thing. Oh. An issue with levels where the whole thing is for things to collapse into place. Sometimes you don't know that they're gonna do that. Oh. I slipped under there. That was funny. Yeah. Okay, I did get caught on the edge of that loop that time. That was pretty funny when it happened. Patience. Good thing, like I said earlier, good things come to those who wait. Oh, why'd you attack the enemy? Why didn't you just destroy the flame? That was... Ugh. Why could she attack enemies? I mean, okay, I get why. It's kind of cool and it makes sense, but... Dear Lord. Again. Oh well. Oop. Just kind of fat fingered boost that time. That was on me. Let's try not to die, like, here. That thing is still there? Well, not anymore. Blaze has committed murder. Seems like there's not really any cooldown on that. I can just kind of do it. That is an awkward jump. Just make you do it at an angle that... Oh, when... I'm not sure. Oh, you can... Oh, really? Speaking of awkward... I doubt this level's all that long. Time limit's only 1:30. Or S rank, rather. Time limit's long as hell, but all of them are. A lot of them are, anyway. If you actually lose by time limit, you have to basically be standing still, almost. I think there's another path here that I want to try. Sorry for being a little perfectionist about these, but that's just the way I play this kind of game. I like to try and do well, you know? Alright. Okay, that's a cool path. Yep. So, up this. And then... So that's how it works. You got a homing attack and then the end's right here. Alright. That's a good little level, I think. Oh, hey, Sonic Unleashed music. Unless main theme. Oops, get me down. I want to go to a rooftop roof. Run top run. Here's the platform. Okay, is this a Crisis City mission? Yes. I am curious about what Power Stomp is. Let's try this. I mean, probably not going to end up using Power Stomp anyway, but... Wait for you. Okay, Power Stomp is like a shockwave or something? Yeah. Man, you've got some annoying hazard placed around here, especially for a modern Sonic level. Minute 40 on this. I doubt it's going to have any time reduction items, so... Nope. I can be wrong sometimes. Oops. Alright. Well, that worked out. Balloons are funny. Uh-oh. Okay, stopping on them just still lets you bounce off them. That's what I was actually scared of. There we go. That was a neat little one, too. And you got a skill for that. I need to head back to Omachow's funny little shop. I want to see something. That's cool. If that skill I've been thinking of is here. I don't even know if it's a mission reward or something. Oh no, I think that it must all be mission rewards then. Guess we'll find it later. Right. So yeah, we gotta find rooftop run missions now. But this was actually a Crisis City run. That's the doppelganger one. That'd be a little boring to do on stream because it'd just be the level again. With oh wait, this is a Planet Wisp one? Jeez, what is with the layout of this hub? It is freaking bananas. Like, there has to be more than like that one rooftop run mission, right? Okay. Oh, I have to get up there? Why is this designed like this? You'd think you'd like, oh, you go to the level, then you go up to the mission, and that's in that level. Nope! You just gotta go wherever the fuck. See, we're in Planet Wisp again. Rooftop run is way up here on the roof. I get it. One ring challenge. Might as well. Got one ring. I can be challenged. There it is. Oh, that was cute. They are. Funny looking. Oh boy. Get me off this thing. 110, huh? Short level fun. Oh god, missile. Like that you're doing this chunk of the level backwards. Makes the mission feel a little different. Hopefully it's not much longer though, or else I don't know how I'll get that S rank. Oh, fuck it. Oh well. Those chainsaw things are annoying. Oh, I get it. Alright, that'll help the me reach the time way more easily. Just skip the auto-scroller. Damn it. Ooh, so close, but got a little impatient on that last set of spikes with one ring. Oh well, can nail this now. This is the run. That's the kind of thing you say right before you fuck up in a really stupid way. Just go down. No? Alright, fine. Do it like this then. I'll just get... Oh. See? Just like I said. Yeah, that's the fastest way to do it. And do that like that. Sometimes the best way to do a section is to not do it. Jumped over me there. Oh god. At least my ring's here. Don't have time to get you back. Oh, right. There's spikes there. Totally forgot. And wasn't really paying attention to how they look. Yeah. Ooh, that works really well. The Unleashed bots have such kind of goofy designs. Like, they're not quite egg pawns, but they're goofy and they have those tiny heads atop those, like, big, like, cup-shaped bodies. It's weird. Nice. Not so nice. Just, alright. Now you, and then you. There we go. Little patience. Never really hurt anyone. Let's grab this. Oops! That was somewhere I didn't want to go. Alright, so that means... Right. Gotta go up and around here. Yeah, I still want to kind of try and grab that. Yeah, alright. Hey, Supersonic Racing. No, not like this. That means I wanna... Let me go up here, around here. And yeah, you need the balloons there, and now I'm up here. Oh yeah, that weird one. No thanks. Endless boost! Yes, this is the one I was looking for! Do I have it for this mission? Yeah, I'd assume so. Yeah! Infinite boost, rings do nothing. Let's go! And so you just fucking die if you mess it up. Your rules. Obviously the best ability in the game. Oh no, barrels. Because it's on like Donkey Kong. Yeah! Alright, I now have the funniest skill in the game. Or at least I unlocked in the shop. One of those two things. Yeah. Those things always just make a big loop, I believe, so... I'm a little patient and it'll make it its way back. Yeah. Hey, got it. I'm not gonna equip. I'm not gonna. You know what? I'll go buy Endless Boost. I don't think I'm gonna equip it right now, though. Since I still have to do Planet Wisp missions, and I don't want to be completely insane. Got plenty of points for it. You can buy lives here? That's funny. Alright. That's there. Crisis, Rooftop, and Wisp. Alright. To get to all the missions up here, you have to go back over here. That's so weird. Almost all of them, anyway. Not gonna do that, that just sounds annoying. Doppelganger, just a level. What's this? What's he got with Blaze? Got a chaser, but avoid bombs. All right,
Catch me if you can.
I'll try. Not me forgetting how spikes work. What the hell? Why didn't you pick that up? Do I just have to, like, run into her? Is that the deal here? I assume so. Dear Lord. There you go. Yep. Huh. Weird level. It's okay, I'll wait. See? Right here. He says missing and then going hilariously the wrong direction. Oh, hey, Sonic Advance. Alright, this is the rooftop run one where you just jam to vector the music for some reason. What's Charmy got for me? What the hell is this kid? What's this? Alright. Oh, they work like platforms, alright. Also makes like a little double jump kind of thing, which is kind of neat. It's okay, I'll just tank this like an idiot. I don't need your help, Charmy. Go the other way. There we go. There we go. Oh. That helps. Put me down. Get me out of here. Oh, switch. Alright, I get the plan here. Yeah, I get the picture. I really like that they made this also serve as a double jump. I think that's a really cool way to make it more interesting than just putting a platform under you. You do lots of little tricks that I like. Like that. And like that, I can screw up and hit a spike. That's a neat trick. He'll try spinning. That's a neat trick. There it is. Yeah, that's a neat little mechanic. That means I have to find where they actually left the boss key for this world. Kind of interesting that he uses his Eggman Sonic Adventure 2 theme here, in the hub here, considering what the boss actually is. Woohoo, woohoo, yeah. This is the only regular boss left. It's another modern Sonic fight, and it's the Egg Dragoon. First showed up in Sonic Unleashed. Though interestingly, in that game, you fight as the Werehog. It's also in Sonic Forces, where you fight as classic Sonic, but it's got kind of a pathetic showing there, so it is what it is. That fight in that game is very dramatic, but I'm not sure if it's good. That fight in Sonic Unleashed, I mean. Time for a change of pace. Here goes. Is the walls? Wow, that is a change of pace. Whoops. I don't actually remember that you didn't lose all your rings when you got hit in this game. Feels like it's kind of a crapshoot as to whether a Sonic game 3D Sonic game does that, honestly. I feel like it makes sense in games with more of a combat focus, but it's a little weird here, maybe. I don't know. That's why, like, it makes sense, I think, that's in Shadow the Hedgehog, and definitely makes sense in Sonic Frontiers. Oh, missed the ramp. Oh, there's another one. Oh, jeez, I didn't remember that attack at all. Oh, really? We're doing this again then? I do love how dramatic this song is. Very intense. Very memorable melody. Oh, was I supposed to be able to hit him there? Dear Lord. Half tempted to, I'm just going to start this fight over to do it better, because missing all those ramps at that one part was dumb. The rails are, like, a very reliable way to reach him. These 2D segments are just too long. It's kind of annoying to get close to them. One, two. Big slamity. Oh, jeez. Oh, he's doing this again? Well, I will say, that is a change of pace. Alright. So I think the ramp should be coming up again? Yes. Oh, come on. One of them literally just wasn't rendering. How was I supposed to hit a ramp that's not rendering? Alright. This is a bit better now. Ah, jeez. Nope. I have the 2D bits again. Oh, you can't hit him during that. It's just him floating around being a dick. Alright. Can you just change the pace again? I think it would be time for that. Guess not. Oh, jeez. Alright. What the hell? There's the big vortex. I think that means last phase is coming. Yeah, the dive! It was based off a pretty cool old bit of Sonic Unleashed, because like the entire fight in that game is like Eggman and the Werehog like descending and through like deep into the earth, because it's right before they awaken Dark Gaia and all that. Again, we're into this phase again. There's got to be a faster way to deal with this boss, I think. Honestly, the best boss in this game is Perfect Chaos, is because it's not a boss, it's a level, and levels in this game is better than bosses. So. Really, I think that's just a useful game design thing. If you can't figure out a way to get good bosses in a game, but you have good levels in it, just make the boss a level, where you hit a boss sometimes. You'll be glad you did. Alright, so... Are the ramps gonna show up again? There they are. Oh my god. What was with them just one of them phasing out of existence? Alright. Well, I'm up here now. I like how even these rails get a little more complex the further you go. Jesus Christ, how much do I need to hit this loser? Well, he's separated now, so... Nope, no he's not. Why can't they hit him during this phase? That's what I want to know. Yeah, there I can, but it just wasn't giving me the opportunity before. So can I hit him during this? If I get close enough? Dodged all that pretty close, I gotta say. So can I actually hit him during this? Yes, I can. There we go. I think that's what I'm expected to do here, but... Ew, what a pain. You had to do that for like a minute less. Alright. So what the hell is this, anyway? Could give me another emerald. Okay, wait. How the hell do I have 7 emeralds? Okay. So explain this to me. Okay, so Egg Dragoon, emerald. Maybe it gets, I guess you get it in a cutscene because there's Egg Dragoon, the Silver Fight, Perfect Chaos, Shadow Fight, Death Egg Robot, Metal Sonic Fight. That's 6. Where the fuck does the 7th come from? Like, it's probably explained in a cutscene, but yeesh. Maybe like one of the Tails has found one for. Well, time for the part of this game everyone loves. Do I just put in the emerald? Yeah. Gotta get the thingy. Here, I guess? No? Well, then how do I get up higher? These things ain't turning or anything. Oh, finally starting to turn. Eesh. I guess they can't turn while you're insetting something? Well, that's a big pain for getting around this section quickly. Ah, darn it. Alright, one more. And this turns high enough, I'll be able to hit that last bit. There we go. So that does all that. Okay, the flames are kind of cool. Opens up the big fucking portal. We might as well do it. Like, theoretically, there's a part of the game anyone would actually want to play us over, but might as well see the ending too. Here's the time meter and another low-res video.
If you want to avoid an embarrassing beatdown, you better give up now.
You're not in a position to demand anything, you nasty little pincushion.
Eggman! But how?
He had a little help.
Dr. Robotnik!
Nobody calls me that anymore.
Okay, I just need to let that joke play. I found that really funny. Alright, time for the fight no one likes, because it's bad.
Sonic, you hear me? I worked with me to modify these transceivers. Even though we're in different dimensions, you should still be able to hear us. We're gonna help
Is
too.
something the matter?
The enemy together.
Basically just gotta, you know, get in on the guy. By boosting a lot.
Is something the matter?
It looks like a homing shot, guys! Throw yourself at the center and then, how the fuck do you do this again? Like, legitimately, I forget. Oh yeah, you have to hold that button and then, but I don't know how long. Oh, yeah, you just hold A and then slam into the core. It looks really weird. Now, the weird thing about this fight is that, at any time, you can switch over to Classic Sonic. Or to 2D view, rather. I guess it switches to Classic Sonic, but, not entirely certain there's a reason to, because, oh, my controller gave up again. And this time it's stuck. It's stuck rumbling. Oh, that's exciting. Well. Try this one more time. Let's hope they don't make me put all those emeralds back in the gears again. That was annoying. Hopefully this should be the last time I have to restart it because they're at the end of the game. Yeah, they're gonna make me do it. Alright. Oh, my gears and starters. At least this turns in a favorable direction like this. So. Why is this stuff even gonna turn? Did I miss one? Or is this just... Oh, I hit all of them. They should be turning. Well, all the ones over here should be anyway. So not only is this little segment to get into this thing stupid, it's also just non-functional. Isn't that wonderful? Alright, they're turning now. Wasn't that weird? Game finds the most interesting ways to drop the ball right at the end. Oops. Gotta go back around, I guess. Gotta go around the horn again. Just gotta wait on this one then. There we go. Let's get in. Let's try this properly this time and hope my game lets me play it. I mean, this is bad enough having to. This whole segment is rough enough without having to, you know, start it over because my controller gave up on me. Again, it's only ever happened with this game. Only started with this. I wonder what the deal is. I sure hope it's just this game and not a new Chronic thing. Once again, boss battle. Cutscene I don't care about. Time meter.
I worked with me to modify these transceivers. Even though we're in different dimensions, they should still be able to hear us. Really?
Hand.
We're gonna win this one together.
Charge into the core.
Oh man. It's really not helpful that suddenly there you have to hold A to like hit that thing when it looks like a homing attack thing where you just press it. It's just kind of a weird thing, you know? And that looks like a homing shot, so gotta be careful with that. It's a homing shot, guys. Take a shot every time. Take a shot every time someone mentions the homing shot. And then die. Alright, he does have warping arm attacks. So do you have to switch to... Okay, when he goes out of the tube, I think you gotta switch to classic for that. But...
Looks like a homing shot.
Careful, Sonic. Now we'll.
That looks like a homing shot.
Careful, Sonic.
Alright. And I was able to get close enough to draw a bunch of rings to me. Yeah, because boosting pulls rings into you both in this and in the main game, so if you can get close enough to them while boosting, then you'll just get a ton. Alright, so yeah, going 2D is because something you want to do, because then you can get them while he's outside the tube. That's how this works.
Looks like time energy is building up.
So you can you can just shoot the other Sonic at them. So can I play the game now? I guess that makes... Alright. You're back inside, yes. Alright. Yeah, this thing about this fight is just largely kind of unclear how it works. Because the camera's kind of weird and it's not very fun. And also everyone just... no one ever shuts up. It was weird because this game had like no in-level dialogue whatsoever other than this. And I guess when you use like the friend abilities in some of the missions, but...
The time flow will be restored.
Thank you. Like, what is the point of that time slow? Like, it doesn't even waste your time because your timer and your ring timer slow down. So.
Don't get crushed.
Yeah, I don't even think I have to hold A. I guess that's to destroy some obstacles. The whole charged A thing. Oh boy.
Press left bumper and right bumper at the same time to combine your power.
How dare you stand where he stood? The way it uses that sound effect it used at the beginning of Littler and then goes into a freaking Sonic 4 remake. Like, fuck off. It's like they were trying to push this as Sonic Steam before they remembered, oh wait, no one fucking liked Sonic 4. Well, I got an S rank on that, which means I never have to play it again. That's pretty cool. And ending. Chili dogs.
Still warm.
I still don't really care. Yeah. But yeah. Wonky final boss aside, this game's still good. But, no reason to say it's not. Probably the least I feel like it's almost the least arguable 3D Sonic in terms of being good. Like, you won't really get many people saying, yeah, Sonic Generations wasn't actually good. It's Sonic Generations. Like, there's just not much to argue there. Game that just is fun as it is, doesn't really wear out its welcome, has some extra stuff to do if you want to spend more time with it. It's fun to replay levels and stuff. Dumb cutscene of two Eggmen stuck in the void. Custom still Super Sonic. Yeah. I feel like the reason it lets you fast forward the credits and skip even the ending cutscenes, because this game really, I don't think it cares about its story. It's mostly an excuse to get you to go through all these old levels, and then you do, and then you could go back to them for better times and ranks and all the missions. Sonic Generations is a game that just wants you to play it, and I respect that. Anyway, though, it's been nearly 4 hours, so I think I've played it for enough tonight. So thank you all for coming. Nice to have you around. Next stream should be... Today's Friday, right? Yeah, next should be on Sunday. If I'm feeling up to it. And, yeah. I will see you next time.